ultimate team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, he just called him a Super Bowl champion, and boy, did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And it's taken in at the 9. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it, Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Barkley, inside handoff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And Barkley did not get there. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Prescott now from the 50. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Fourth down, Prescott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 93 yards. And the Bats have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll run here with with Raymond Calais. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter, this is Akers. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it.
He's got a man, complete. The 20. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.